Good evening, my YouTube loves. How are all my pretties doing? I hope everybody is enjoying their Friday night and has something planned, fun, for the weekend. Okay, tonight I wanted to bring, this is kind of similar to 2 videos ago, but because we're in the waning moon right now, I wanted to bring a banishment / protection spell. Now, banishing doesn't just mean banishing curses, hexes, anything like that. It can mean banishing depression, illness, negative emotions, just about anything. Anything you can think of. Anything that is not serving you in your life. That's what you want to banish, okay? And then if you feel like one of the things that you need to banish is maybe something being thrown in your direction that isn't super positive, we're going to want to add some protective magic to this as well. And that can also mean, you know, your negative thoughts, things like that, and you want to prevent them from coming back. Okay? So, I'm going to try and make this as simple as possible and quick as possible. Alright, so you're going to need a black candle. Black is used for banishment when it comes to hoodoo work. White is used for protection. I know that's misconstrued pretty often. But if you want to interchange them, that's totally fine too. This is just what works for me and what I've always been doing. So, alright, you want to cleanse both of your candles. You can use spring water. You can use rainwater, you can use Florida water, or if all you have is tap water, that's perfectly fine too. It's just the intent. Then, once you're done with that, you want to inscribe your candles with their intent. So, for the black one, for banishment, I inscribed, banish what no longer serves me. I just have, some anger and resentment and, sadness I want to let go of, and we're in the waning moon, which is why I'm doing this spell. The waning moon is good to get rid of things, okay? So, I want to get back to being happy. Very simple, okay? Your white candle is going to be for protection, so I simply inscribed protection. You can inscribe your candles with whatever the heck works for you. You can use a pen, you can use a pencil, you can use a bamboo skewer, you can use a nail, does not matter, okay? Now, the oils that we're going to be using, the ones I'm personally using today are not super easy to come by, but I'm going to give you substitutes, okay? Most hoodoo practitioners do have a Van oil, okay? Mine, if you can see that, the lighting in here really stinks, is by Conjured Cardia. And then another one by her, all 3 that I'm using are by Conjured Cardia, is shishi oil. The reason I'm using shishi oil is because it's fantastic at breaking down barriers and blockages in your life, which is something that I'm trying to work on myself. But alternatives could be, Van oil is made typically of 7 Asian grasses. So you could use lemongrass essential oil if you have it. That would be great. Or if all you have is lemon essential oil, that will work too. If you just want to take a freaking lemon, I was about to curse, sorry. Just want to take a lemon and squeeze out some of the juice. And I'm getting a message, guys. I'm sorry if it interrupted my video. Okay. If you just want to take a lemon, squeeze out some of the juice, and put it on here, go right the heck ahead. Other things, or other herbs that are really good for banishment, especially if you feel like there's any negative magic being worked against you, the 2 I would really recommend are rue and hyssop. Hyssop has like a really lovely licorice scent, and it makes purple little cones. That's what it looks like. When I was growing it, I had it on my front doorstep because I wanted people to have that lovely aroma as they walk through my door. Okay, then for the white, I'm using something, again, Cardia. I cannot get enough of her oils. I'm in love with them. I don't know if I'm pronouncing this correctly, so forgive me if I'm not. It's called Kyoto oil. I don't know if you can see it. There we go. And that's really great for reversing luck, protection, things like that. If you don't have that, which obviously a lot of us don't, you can use things like eucalyptus oil. That's great for protection. Peppermint, clove, cinnamon, even like black pepper oil. All of those are really great for protection. Okay, now that we've got that done, if you do want to dress your candles with herbs, what I would suggest for your banishment candle would be salts. It can be table salt, it can be sea salt, it can be pink Himalayan salt, whatever you have in your kitchen. I'm hoping everybody on here at least knows what salt is used for. If you don't, you can ask. There are no silly questions when it comes to this, okay? What you could use for your protection candle, coconut flakes is something really good. I love using them for protection, or rosemary. There's an array, and I can list them if you'd really like me to, but if you have any books on herbal magic, I'm sure you can find one that resonates with you, okay? So, let's get to it now. Before I get further into it, what I'm going to be using, 2 videos ago, I listed and named the herbs, the herbal mixture that I made, that I used for that spell, which is good for expelling negativity, banishing negativity, and for protection. So, subscribe, hop on over to that other video, and you will see how to make this, okay? Alright, cool. So, what I like to do, alright, I always shake up the oils, waking up the herbs, letting them know it's time for them to work for me. Okay, so here's my Van oil, and I like to put the oil in my dominant hand, which is, I'm right-handed, so for me it's right-handed. And I want things to go away from me, so after putting the oils on my fingers, I'm going to go from the base up to the wick. Okay, base up to the wick. Okay. Now, keep in mind, if you would like, after you cleanse your candles with water, you can also cleanse them with incense. I did. I just didn't put that on camera. That's an extra step if you want to take it. But that's completely up to you. You know, we all have our own thing. Okay, again, now with the shishi oil. Again on the banishment candle. From the base up to the wick. And I'm just visualizing, you know, all the pain, sadness, anger that I'm harboring going away. Going away. Whether it's towards myself, towards others, I don't want to feel it anymore. I want it to be gone. I want to be happy. Okay? Now at this point, if I were going to use the salt for the banishment candle, I would put some salt on my clear dish and I'd roll it through there. But I'm keeping it pretty darn simple for myself today. Alright. Down with the Kyoto oil. Again, dominant hand. Okay, rubbing it between 2 fingers. And again, because we want protection, we want to bring it in. Okay? So I just always feel more comfortable going from the base to the wick, but I'm facing the wick towards me and the base outwards. So I'm still going from the base to the wick, but I'm pulling this protection towards me. My gosh, it smells really yummy. Really, really yummy. Okay. And at this point, if you were going to dress that with, let's say, coconut powder, or flakes, whatever, or rosemary, crushed up bay leaves are also very good for that. You would put it on your tray, roll it in there. Okay? Now, I am not very good at this, but I'm going to try. I want to put both of my candles on the tray. Alright, so what you do to do that is, now because we're going to be lighting the banishment candle first, I want to put that on here first. Alright, so you're going to want to melt the bottom of the candle just a little bit, okay, so the wax drops down. And affix it to your plate, okay? And we're going to do the same with the white candle for our protection. Just get that soft and get a few drops of wax. Press that down. Okay, and now they're both on the plate. Now, because I already have my removal of negative energies and protection blend, if you want to call it that, I'm going to take a few pinches and put it around the candles. Another thing you could do that would be really nice would be to use some stones, if you would like. I find amethyst to be very protective, but I'm saying that because it's so common. Black onyx, that's good. Black tourmaline, things like that. Those are really, really good for protection, banishment, things like that. But I think most of us have some amethyst, so if that's all you got, go with it. It's totally fine. Okay, so after I've done that, I did 3 pinches. I wrote a little chant for you guys. I never do that, but I wanted to share this with you. Okay. Sorry, I have to get my little witchy notebook. Okay. So, I need to meditate and focus before I light these, so I'm not going to be showing that on camera. But I'm going to explain to you what you're going to do next after you've done all these steps, okay? Alright, so you're going to want to light your banishment, your black banishment candle first, because you have to banish all the negativity before you can bring in the good and the protection, okay? Alright, so I have 2 different chants for the black banishment candle. So I'm going to leave it up to you, depending on what you're going through right now and what you need to banish, to decide which one works. So what you're going to do, you're going to light your black candle, and here's one of the chants that you could say. By this candle's light, I banish negativity from mind, body, and sight. Take away all pain, anger, and sadness, only leave the gladness. I banish all illness from my body and mind. Health and vitality may only reside. I now release all that does not serve me, as is my will, so mote it be. Another option for that is, as this candle burns, let any and all negativity be returned. Remove all hatred, hexes, curses, and evil eyes. Send it back to where it came across the skies. Remove any of the ties that bind in this place, in this time. Okay, so, if you can't notice, in the second one, that's more for if you feel like somebody's throwing something negative at you, and you're trying to remove that. For me, if they did whatever, I'm just trying to remove anything going on in my own mind, and make myself happy again, okay? Because we all go through dark times. It happens. Okay, and then, after you lit the black candle and you said your chant, whichever one you chose, or you can write your own, Then you're going to light your white candle and say something along the lines of, by the flame, by the fire, bring forth my desire. By the power of the source and candlelight, protect me starting tonight. This spell shall never be broken, no matter from whom the words are spoken. From this moment forward, I will be rewarded with love, happiness, and protective light, as is my will, bring it tonight. Now, in this sentence where I say, bring the power of the source and candlelight, I meant source and all, like, source magic. You can substitute it with your god or goddess. I still pray over things in the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost. I do. It's what feels right to me. But I also, when I'm done with that, I also go with, and I call on my gods and my goddesses. I work with Elegua and Yamia, Persephone, things like that. So, it's really up to you and what feels right to you, who you want to call on if you choose to. But for me, source energy, we're all a piece of divinity. And if we live our lives that way, remembering that, and serving others through our gifts, I think we'll all be a heck of a lot happier. Heck of a lot happier. I just had to add that in there. I'm sorry. Okay, so if you guys have any questions, please let me know. I'm going to link down in the description box the chants that I came up with. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. If you need any supplies, because I make just about everything, inbox me. Or if you have any personal questions, if you want a specific spell to be done on camera, let me know. I will do that too. Next up is going to be an employment spell, because this chick needs a little extra luck in that department. And I will admit it. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching. Please do not forget to hit the thumbs up. If you're new, please subscribe. Subscribe as well. And I cannot wait to see you guys on my next video. All right? Blessings. Bye.